Hello witchy people, back again for a grimoire update. I have been adding a few more pages in here. Nothing has changed on the outside. I still have my charms here and the necklace that I put on here, my ribbons, my corset binding up the spine, my ribbons inside, and of course my ribbon closures here. So I can't zoom out any further. This is as far as I can go. I have only actually just finished putting the pages in, and instead of pasting them on the base paper as waiting for them to dry and putting them in, I have in fact just pasted them straight in to the pages that I put aside in here. So I'm hoping it's not going to be all stuck together. The problem I have had isn't putting the pages in, it's trying to find pages to take out, and this is where my problem lies, because some of these pages have got to go. It's nice having the few odd funny pages in there and sort of like light-hearted pages in there, but it really needs to be sorted out. So obviously the first page, like I said, it has changed very little really. I still have a few pages at the back. I just lift this up, you can see these are the pages at the back that are not being used. I think it's just that bit there. These are the empty pages, bar the last two. So there. These are the empty pages. Everything else has been used. So, have some of my drawings and poetry. This was a gift once again. I'm going to go through as much as I can, but I am going to skip out a few pages because there are some things that I don't want to share. More poetry. And obviously my book, it's not a book of shadows. It's not full of rituals and things like that. It is just a reference book. So it is my grimoire or my gramarye or my someone said to me, oh, it's a book of ways. Yes, it is a book of ways. But it is a reference book to me. It's not just things pertaining to the way I live my life, but how I pick up ideas from other pathways too. So these are all my words. These are my words. This once again is Pagan Musings by Tony Kelly. And then we go on to the Wheel of the Year and Sabbats and Esbats. Like I said, it's not what I should be adding, it's what I should be taking out. More information on the Sabbats. I don't really need a lot of this because it's not how I've really practiced, but I guess some of it is quite useful. Tools of the Witch. This has to be added to because I don't have a staff here, and I have the most beautiful staff now. It is just a plain staff. It looks like a shepherd's crook. Information about the pentacle. Going on to the elements, and then further on to the planets, and this is all planets. And in my previous grimoire show, I did say where all these come from. I paid for these and I explained why also. So if you go back to that one, it should list there. So days of the week correspondences, and then witchcraft and magic. Now the magic bit is just here, and this is just an explanation, I think, for other people more than anything else. You know, different kinds of magic, but then it goes on to more. So this is runes, rune casting, runic talismans. I think there's a bit on numerology. moon phases and magic. Now I've got 2 of these, I think. Moon days, auras, crystal gazing, the witch's alphabet, and this is where it starts getting a little bit, might be a few little wrinkly pages. Actually, some of the pages are still totally blank on the back. They haven't had their, I usually put these pages on the back to finish off things, but for the most part it is full. So gemstones, we have lots of gemstone correspondences, and I actually put a colour wheel in which fitted lovely onto the next page about colours, but it is a colour wheel, and it references all the solstices and such like. So then there is colours and candles and colour magic. Then this is, if I can get it the right way round, scent and aromatherapy oils. A bit stuck. Other associations, and a lot of these are quite new as well. These have all been added to. So the moon signs and their meanings, and you'll see these pages are a bit looser because they're not quite dry. Magical times of the day. Different methods of divination. There are a few here that I haven't listed, such as phrenology. I don't understand phrenology, it does my head in. Ha ha. Phrenology is reading the bumps and the map of the head. And I haven't got tea leaf reading in here because I have a whole separate book on that I don't need to add anything to. So then I've got a couple of hands, and then I decided to put these in. This is my favourite. These are pendulum charts, so you can dance with a pendulum, and I find these ones quite difficult, even if you have them quite large, because it's really hard to see where it's going exactly. But a simple one like this that just answers the questions on the way that the pendulum is swinging are really useful. Okay, then we go on to spellcrafting, and very simple spells, and I've added quite a few more into here so that there is quite a few in here that are extra. I'm just going to flip through these. Now these are some of the ones that have to be taken out. And then it goes on to the herb pages, which has not changed at all. The herb pages are all exactly the same. So lots about like witch's kitchen and herbs and roots, and then going on to a rather beautiful page. Lots and lots of space here. And I have got some more of these pages I can put in if I want to just fill the back up with these. Yeah, lots of space there. That hasn't changed at all. And then it goes on to the trees. These I made all myself, and I quite enjoyed putting these together. Actually, it was fun. It was all done with Microsoft Word. And then it goes on to a couple of weeds, I do believe. Yep, clover, dandelion and heather, which are classed as weeds. And all the trees that didn't really have enough information to put a whole page about their own, I just put a little bit of information, like how to tell the difference between fir, pine and spruce, and I've gone into that a few times before. Different trees, like the Plymouth pear, once again one of Britain's rarest trees. And then vegetables, it's mostly vegetables. And I think that is about it. I think this is being put in extra, which is plants as well as trees. And then I decided this may go in the front. It's the warning, and I really liked it. I don't know where I got it from. It might have been maybe Pinterest, but I really liked it. And a lot of the pages that I have added, I've got a lot of decoration on that I can colour in, and I do enjoy it. I find it very relaxing just to add a little bit of colour with pencil. And my certificate, which I haven't decided what to do with yet, so that's staying in there for the moment. So there it is, my updated grimoire with the pages in. I do not know what to take out. Some are going to have to leave the book, but I just don't know which ones yet. So there we go, updated grimoire, and it is actually getting nicely. I mean, obviously there is room. I can let these out a bit. I do have different holes I can put it in, but it's a really nice, as you can see, really nicely packed as it is now. So yeah, all done. I do like my grimoire. I think you have to like your book to want to interact with it, and this one I do. What I have done as well is I've taken a lot of this, like the spells that I have in here. I've actually transferred into the book. So, and this is my travelling spell book. If I get any ideas, it goes into here, and it's just one of those books that is really useful to carry around. And it's a nice size. It's a good purse size. So there we go. That's my updated grimoire for the beginning of 2018. Thank you for watching, witchy people. Bye bye for now.